Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarming. Today I'm going to be showing you how I dyed my locks this deep red color using the L'Oreal HiColor in Copper Red. I've been dyeing my hair red ever since I've started my natural hair journey. Before I even got locks, I was dyeing my hair myself. I'm really confident in the technique that I'm using. I'm not a professional at all, but I'm just going to show you the process I use today. So first, I'm going to be starting with the L'Oreal HiColor Excellence. This is for dark hair only, and it's in the color Copper Red. I really like L'Oreal. They're the only dye that I know of that is permanent red color that can really lift dark hair. And then I'm going to be using the Salon Care 30 Volume Developer. You can use whatever developer you like. This is just the one I have on hand. Next, I'm going to be using a plastic container. You never want to use a metal container or a metal spoon to mix your hair dye. Then I'm just going to need some gloves and a couple Walmart bags. So this is the before of my hair. You can see I do have some lightened ends, but this is what my hair looks like with absolutely no color in it. I typically try to dye my hair once a year and then maybe do a little bit of a touch up, but I try to stick to once a year. So now I'm going to start mixing up the hair dye. I'm just going to follow the instructions on the back of the box. I'm going to mix the two ingredients that come in the box. One is the tube of hair dye, and then the next is the copper intensifier, I think. So I'm just going to be mixing two. I needed 2 boxes of hair dye to cover my hair. That's typically what I need. I do like to buy a third just in case, but I never feel like I need it. I always make sure to cover my surface with a towel. When you're dyeing your hair, especially red, it can be quite messy and this does stain. So that's why I'm wearing gloves. That's why you want to wear a shirt that you maybe don't mind getting dirty. But if this does get on a white countertop, a white sink, it can stain and it will stain. So just make sure that you're being careful. I'm adding in my developer and I'm just going to try to mix it kind of like half and half. I really want this to be a cake batter or pancake batter consistency. After everything is mixed up, I have my dye as well as my developer. I'm going to start dyeing my hair. I have my gloves on and I'm going to just make sure I am separating out my hair into manageable sections. I'm just using hair ties to create 6 sections for my locks. Then I'm going to start applying the dye. I really just take my time because I really don't want to rush this process. I don't want to be messy. There are times in the past where I have definitely rushed and I've had dye on the ceiling, on the floor, on the walls. So I just want to take my time. I know that you can buy a brush to apply this to your hair, but I just use my hands and it's always worked out fine for me. I want to make sure I'm getting every nook and cranny of my locks. Locks have a lot of bumps and ridges and things like that. So you just want to make sure that you're really rubbing the dye into your locks. I also want to make sure I'm getting every single piece of hair. I'm making sure that I'm getting my roots really saturated with the dye. I'm making sure I'm getting all the little loose hairs at the nape of my neck. And then I want to go through and separate out the locks and making sure that every single piece of hair has dye on it. I'm also going to make sure that I am squeezing the dye into my locks just so I have really good even coverage. I'm showing you this process in real time because I know a lot of times people will dye their locks and they'll just skip to the end and they're done. But I do think it's helpful to just see the application process and in real time what I'm doing. So I decided to just leave all of the footage in. I'm not going to speed it up. I'm just going to let you guys see what it's like dyeing my locks.
Okay. For those who
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. What we do here is go back.
After all of the dye is applied, I'm just gonna go through once again and make sure that every single piece of hair has dye on it. I'm just going through, I'm rubbing it in, I'm squeezing it in, I'm looking, checking, making sure I'm not forgetting any areas. Once I've applied the dye to my hair, you can sit under a hair dryer to kind of speed up the process because dye does need heat to activate. When you think about heat, it does open the hair shaft and allow the dye to penetrate the hair shaft, but I don't have a hair dryer and I don't have a hooded dryer either, so I'm just going to trap the heat that is naturally coming off the top of my scalp. I'm going to use a Walmart bag because that's what I have on hand. You know, black people love to have Walmart bags sitting around, so I'm just going to use a couple Walmart bags. I'm splitting them in half a little bit so they can fit on my head a little better. I know it does look a little crazy, but this is the best way that I have found to kind of trap the heat in my hair and let the dye process. After an hour and 15 minutes, I have let the dye completely sit and I'm ready to rinse it out. I am just taking the Walmart bags off. Once again, you want to be very, very careful because this is dye and it can splatter when you are moving around your hair or your locks. So you just want to be very, very careful. And then I'm going to head over to the shower. I'm going to wash my hair until it runs clear. This usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes of just rinsing your hair out with cold water. After I'm done, you can see how happy I am in the reveal. You can see I'm really happy with how even the color is. I really like the color. I do think that a darker hair color just makes your hair look more healthy. And I really like that coppery undertone that it gets when the light kind of catches it. After my hair is towel dried, I'm going to apply a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on my hair. This is just to moisturize my hair after I have dyed it. And I really hate the smell of extra virgin olive oil. I feel like it makes me smell like a roasted turkey. So I am just going to be taking a little bit of this leave-in conditioner. It's really not to do anything to my hair. I just like the smell of it. So I'm taking just the tiniest bit of it and moisturizing my locks with it. It's not going to do much. It's a curl defining cream that I have left over from when I was natural, but I just like the smell of it. After I've retwisted my hair, those are the final results. I'm really happy with the way that my hair has turned out. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I post new videos every single week, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.